Hello, and welcome back to Nerd Flame. I'm Mr. Flame, and today we're diving deep into the swirling vortex of animated movie hype, specifically focusing on the powerhouse known as Pixar. We all know the magic they weave, the tear-jerking tales, the indelible characters, and the worlds that live in our minds long after the credits roll. But lately, the internet has been absolutely buzzing with whispers, official announcements, and fan-fueled speculation about what classic franchises are getting the next chapter treatment. We're going past the announced projects and into the realm of things that fans are praying for, the movies that could generate a monumental, earth-shattering amount of buzz if they were confirmed. We're talking about sequels, reboots, and follow-ups to some of the greatest animated films of all time, the kind of posters that would immediately become viral sensations. And I have gathered a list of what I believe will be the biggest announcements from 2026 onwards, mixing real, confirmed movies with some of the most desired fictional sequels. Get ready to have your minds blown and your hype meters cranked to 11, because what's coming next from the House of the Lamp is set to redefine animation cinema. Let's kick things off by looking at 2026, a year that is already shaping up to be monumental for fans of a certain cowboy and spaceman duo. The excitement surrounding Toy Story 5 is palpable, and honestly, the sheer audacity of continuing this franchise after what felt like a perfect, beautiful bow on the story in the previous installment is what makes the speculation so electric. The great unconfirmed detail that has everyone talking is how exactly they plan to reintroduce Woody and Buzz in a way that respects their emotional goodbye. Rumors range from a multiverse-style adventure, which, let's be honest, would feel a little too on the nose for Pixar, to a far more grounded story, focusing on new owner characters and the original toys acting as mentor figures from afar, perhaps just showing up for a heartfelt cameo. But that doesn't scream blockbuster sequel. What I'm hearing in the deep corners of the internet, the really juicy, unconfirmed buzz, suggests a story that focuses heavily on a new threat to all toys, something that requires the full, reunited crew, from Bonnie's room to their new homes, to band together in a grand, sweeping rescue mission. The idea is to raise the stakes higher than ever before, moving away from the more intimate, character-driven narrative of the last film to a truly epic, world-saving event. Fans are desperate to see the original gang back in action, and if the creative team can deliver a story that justifies this continuation, this movie won't just be a success, it will be an absolute cultural phenomenon. The pressure is immense, but the sheer potential for a deeply emotional, action-packed return to the world of Toy Story is why this is easily one of the most anticipated movies in the history of the studio, even if half of the internet is yelling that they should have stopped a long time ago. My expectation is that they will find the heart in the new situation and deliver a surprise that makes us all remember why we fell in love with these characters in the first place, cementing their legacy for a new generation. Moving forward to 2027, the next big announcement, the one that would send the entire internet into a frenzy, has to be Incredibles 3. After the last installment, which gave us the much-needed return of the Parr family, but perhaps didn't quite capture the pure, groundbreaking genius of the original, the question remains, what's next for the world's most incredible superhero family? Fans are clamoring for a deeper dive into the world of superheroes, exploring the politics of their return and, more importantly, the growth of the next generation. The most exciting rumors are those suggesting a significant time jump, where we see Violet, Dash, and even Jack-Jack as full-fledged adult supers dealing with their own lives and a threat that the original generation of heroes might not be equipped to handle. Imagine an older Jack-Jack, now a fully matured, multi-powered powerhouse, struggling with the responsibility of his gifts, or a more cynical, world-weary Violet grappling with the public scrutiny that comes with being a hero. This would allow the story to evolve beyond the family dynamic of the first two films and delve into more complex, superhero genre-bending territory, which is what director Brad Bird is a master of. The production whispers are all about raising the animation bar again, making this a visual spectacle that sets a new standard for animated action sequences. The desire among the fan base is not just for a sequel, but for a true, definitive final chapter that feels worthy of the original's legacy, a grand, emotional, and action-packed conclusion to the Parr family saga. We need to see them face a villain that truly tests their bond and their individual powers in new, unimaginable ways. If this movie is confirmed for 2027, the online discussion will be non-stop, filled with fan theories about powers, new costumes, and the ultimate fate of the world's greatest heroes, creating the kind of pre-release buzz that money simply cannot buy. Then, looking even further ahead into 2028, let's talk about the absolute dream project, the one that is constantly whispered about, but has yet to materialize. A sequel to the masterpiece that is Coco 2. The idea of revisiting the dazzling, culturally rich, and deeply emotional world of the Land of the Dead is something that fans have been hoping for since the original film captivated the world. The major appeal of a sequel, and the rumored storyline that generates the most hype, would be a new musical mystery that takes Miguel and his now departed, beloved family to other, unexplored regions of the Land of the Dead. Imagine the possibilities of exploring different cultural interpretations of the afterlife within this stunning visual framework, expanding the scope of the original while maintaining that core focus on family and memory. The rumors suggest that the story could focus on the legacy of other family members, or perhaps a challenge to the traditions of Dia de Muertos itself, forcing Miguel to use his connection to both worlds to set things right. The emotional core of the first film, centered on remembering those who have passed, is so strong that a sequel would have to find a way to honor that without simply repeating the plot. My personal expectation, and what I believe the fans are hoping for, is a story that sees Miguel as a young adult, now a successful musician, needing to cross back into the Land of the Dead to help a new character who is struggling with the pain of being forgotten. That would be a truly powerful, moving way to expand the narrative and maintain the heart that made the original so special. If this movie is ever officially confirmed, the excitement would be immediate and universal. It represents the perfect marriage of cultural significance, stunning visuals, and a deeply resonant story, which is why a Coco sequel poster would instantly become a viral sensation, and why we absolutely need this movie in our lives in 2028. So there you have it, a look into the incredible, hype-fueled future of animation from the most prestigious studio in the game. From the monumental, potentially franchise-ending continuation of Toy Story 5 in 2026 to the much-anticipated, high-octane return of the Parr family in Incredibles 3 in 2027, and the deeply desired, rich, and emotional expansion of the Land of the Dead in Coco 2 in 2028, the next few years are shaping up to be an absolute animation feast. These are the films that dominate the conversation, that launch a million fan theories, and that ultimately prove that a great story, no matter how many chapters it has, will always find an audience. The sheer volume of fan-made art and deeply detailed theories surrounding these potential releases is a testament to the power of these franchises, and whether they are officially announced or simply exist in the excited chatter of the fandom, they are already generating enough buzz to break the internet. Keep your eyes locked on Nerd Flame for all the updates, rumors, and insane fan-made posters, because I'll be here every step of the way to dissect the hype. The future of animation is looking incredibly bright, and it's full of familiar faces ready for their next big adventure. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these mega sequels are you most hyped for? Are you lining up for Toy Story 5? Are you ready for The Incredibles 3-time jump? Or are you desperate for more music and memory in Coco 2? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Nerdflame, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the breaking news, rumors, and deep dives into the world of cinema and pop culture. Your support keeps the flame burning.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.